everyone, MirageFly here, bringing you another game of Company of Heroes 2. This time... Hold on. Okay, now we can go. Hello everyone, MirageFly here, bringing you another game of Company of Heroes 2. This time between against HOI Kim.Jong.Un, who will be our austere player on the left-hand side of Kolodny Firma Winder, against VonIvan, who will be our US Forces player on the right-hand side. And as you can already hear, VonIvan has already locked into Armor Company. Kim.Jong.Un, has, for his doctrines, Blitzkrieg Doctrine, Mechanized Assault Doctrine, and Elite Troops Doctrine. We got 2 rifle squads coming out. First one's just leaving the base, and MG42 is the first thing, and Kim will be deploying onto the field. Grenadiers are coming up shortly. Pioneers are moving toward the mission. We'll likely wire off the truck as well. Always good to wire off the truck if you manage to get there first. Or it may actually be moving to the field first. Our Echelon are going to get there first. Maybe I'll jump into the house, install the Pioneers, and allow rifles to come in. Looks like our rifles are immediately moving south down to the southern field. Our Echelon are rushing toward the house. Pioneers going to start taking cover. We'll begin capturing. I don't think the rear Echelon will actually manage to force away the Pioneers before they get the capture off. MG42 is also coming in this direction. Rear Echelon could take pot shots at the MG42. They have a higher chance of hitting the MG42 crew than they do hitting the Pioneers. Cutoff still needs to be captured. Another rifle squad coming out for VonIvan. Another Grenadier squad's coming out for Kim.
Rifle squad ready for action.
Pioneers are backing away, taking a bit more damage. Nothing serious. G42 continuing to blast away. We'll be able to engage any rifles that try to flank around this area. Rear Echelon do jump out of the house. Rifles have captured their cutoff. We'll begin moving toward the VP down south. Grenadiers are now moving up. Pioneers beginning to capture. Pretty nice. We got assault engineers coming onto the field. Might be going for demo charges later in the game. The Echelon do manage to jump into the house again, but they're taking serious damage. Probably going to need a bail there, or going to risk getting wiped on retreat.
A fresh mortar crew has arrived.
Does retreat. We'll take a bit more damage though on the retreat. The Echelon should manage to make it back to base, however. MG42 will finally move. Rifles jumping on the house. Rifles are coming in.
The enemy is attempting
we'll be engaging the Grenadiers in this house. You have another squad of rifles ready and waiting to intercept any Grens coming down from this field. This rifle squad should probably take full cover in here. Got a few guys sticking out. Mortar team is coming up. G42 has fired and suppressed the rifle squad, but they are jumping back into the building. And the Grenadiers are falling back quite early.
Our assault grenadiers await your order to deploy, Commander.
Order does land. Only a bit of damage, however.
The new grenadier squad is ready.
Not sure if the early mortar would be a good idea. The US is not really that static in the early game.
The enemy is taking our
And they're
territory.
generally not static in general unless they're going for all their officers for various support weapons. Our assault engineers are coming out on the flank. We'll begin burning this MG42 out. They do manage to get suppressed. Pioneers are also coming out. Another flame burst does go off though and causes some more damage. Assault engineers need to pull back and they're on very low health. Grenadiers jumping into the house here. Rifles will fall back. Low numbers. Rifles could jump out of the wall and jump in now. If they want to fight the Grenadiers in the building, they probably won't be getting their cover bonus. They're way too close to the structure. You can tell by how fast their health is dropping. Despite the fact there's only 2 windows, they're not getting that damage reduction or received accuracy. Rifles should probably pull back. They're not going to win that fight. We have a captain coming out now. VonIvan has had quite a bit of field throughout the game.
A capture point is under attack.
What the hell am I meant to do with these recruits?
Grenadiers are going to begin moving down to the cutoff.
Fire and adjust!
Fire and adjust! Stand by!
Southern Rangers need to hold position.
We're losing a capture point.
Their low health from the last engagement made them take a lot more damage and suffer a casualty already.
God damn it!
Our supply line just got cut off.
Grenadiers do manage to get the cutoff before falling back. Rebels will have to deal with 2 Grenadier squads.
Got a captain. Our supply line just got cut off.
Grenadiers need to get out in the middle of the open.
Awaiting orders! Rounds incoming! Dying here!
Mortar does land, however.
What do you need?
Rivals have been forced back.
Grenadiers reporting.
Enemy forces are securing our
Rifles,
territory.
however, have moved onto the field and will begin securing. No upgrades coming up for our access yet, though we do have battle phase 1.
Kraut infantry!
Captain is now moving up onto the field. Stewart will also be coming up. Probably could have kept his captain around to supervise it. We'll get Stewart on the field much faster.
Get your men covering the
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Field is being now contested. Oh, we do have a demo charge on the building. I'm not sure if that's actually close enough. But could it be just going for squad that's trying to enter the building? Before it will begin engaging these rifles. They'll suppress a squad as one member was sticking out of cover. Mortar is also beginning land shells in the area. Tier 2 and a bunker has gone up.
Watch the flanks!
Looks like we instantly have a med bunker coming up. Rifles have come around for a flank. MG42 has been forced off. Engagement down here hasn't happened. Stewart is preparing to move in, however. It's a relatively nice skin. Gray, bluish gray.
Infantry! Enemy infantry!
Engagement, however. Should probably not put these rifles so close to the window. He's trying to maximize DPS, I guess.
Squad, get ready!
Grenadiers in the house need to focus the squad here as they don't get cover at this range. Stewart is chasing into the base. Could result in a Grenadier wipe. Pack gun has only just been requisitioned.
We're on the hook over here! That thing firing at us?
Fire is taken out. We could lose the Grenadier to the MGs. Stewart does manage to get a squad. Grenadiers have been forced to bail. House need to fall back to base for healing. Mortar needs to also fall back. Grenadiers need to get out of there or risk being wiped in the house.
New anti-tank gun
They
has
get wiped if the rifles jumped into the house. They do manage to get the Grenadier on retreat.
Infantry squad has been
So Kim's
killed.
in a very massive disadvantage. He just lost 2 of his Grenadier squads. Now he has 1 Grenadier squad and Pioneer. This is the closest he has to line infantry. And the Pioneers get wiped out by the Stewart.
Our lines of supply are disrupted.
Stewart's causing massive damage to the infantry. I see the mortar get wiped here. Our pack gun is here. We'll drive away to Stewart. Ambulance is now coming up for a U.S. Forces player.
Operations advises a severe cold front is moving in. Prepare
Meanwhile,
for
VonIvan
possible
has decided to
blizzard
take the
conditions.
entire map. G42 is coming up.
We're taking lead over here.
Sure, we'll be back in action pretty quickly.
Reinforcements heavy truck ready for orders.
Grenade does go off from VonIvan, however.
Stick with
Causes
me,
some damage on the
Mike.
MG42. Smoke also goes off. Meanwhile, on the victory points, it's 478 versus 443. Axis are down. We'll be stopping the triple cap soon enough, though. This deep snow in the front of the base should probably be removed on this map. It's incredibly difficult for the person on the left-hand side to move his forces out in a straight line. Line toward the center. G42 is getting healed up.
We have a
I
fresh
think we got more
grenadier
rear
squad.
echelon coming up.
Be advised, extreme winter conditions are affecting the lines.
Do have the weapon
All
rack
units are to
upgrades.
take immediate
VonIvan
action.
doesn't really have that many munitions at the moment, however. Blizzard has hit. No one can really see anything. It's going to make attacking and defending a lot more difficult.
Could use some action to keep warm.
Rifles are freezing here. Need to get into the house. Of course, they can also build a fire, but it's a bit of a waste of manpower.
Pioneers ready for assignment.
Demo charger's still here. Waiting for someone to click it.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Engage! Maneuver and fire!
Grenadier's going to be forced to pull back from the Stuart.
The enemy has driven a wedge in our lines.
Mortar is firing, however, Blizzard is active, reducing its accuracy.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Does, however, land a nice hit. Drops 2 miles and causes more damage on the squad. Squad immediately pulls back. Engineers with flamethrower here. Need to be focused down by using the building. Smoke has gone out. MG42 needs to move. It's very close to the building.
We are losing a sector.
Killing my crew!
Now rear echelon are moving up. LMGs are starting to come out from Grens. They begin shooting though. Rear echelon are going to be forced to pull back. Assault engineers are pulling out. Pack gun needs to move, however it is in the deep snow.
Cops report the weather is lifting. Stand by for confirmation.
Blizzard is now ending. Will increase everyone's line of sight.
Grenadiers reinforced!
Grenadiers will begin healing up. Kim.Jong.Un needs to make a movement breakout. Probably another pack gun may be ideal. Do you have any more tech coming out for VonIvan?
The enemy has us in their sights!
The weather
Not
has
at the moment. I'm
cleared.
guessing he may be
Return
going
to
for his
normal
column tanks.
operations.
Currently not the CP though.
I want fire superiority! Pour it out!
Stuart has been forced away by a pack. And we got a small engagement here. MG42 is firing into the rear echelon in the church. Rifles are coming up. MG42 is going to reposition. Actually, it's going to fall back. Rifles are moving up here. Pioneers shooting the captain in the back. 2 MP40s are not that effective. Our captain has been forced off. Rifle grenade going off. Riflemen are going to be forced to pull back. Now be careful. We do have a demo charge in this area. It may be spotted. Demo charge has been spotted. Hopefully he notices it. Could lose his squad here. Early detonation. Takes down the house, but does not wipe out the pioneers. They've been going for that wipe to destroy the minesweepers, but it didn't work out in the end. Grenadiers engaging rifles. Your rifles are probably going to lose down to 3 members. Now we do have a push here of all this infantry. Pack is unsupported. MG42 needs to get back up there. Grenadiers here need to fall back.
Enemy is taking
And
our
those can cause
territory.
significant damage and they have to run through this rifle squad.
Sturmgeschütz version E is ready
Motor
to
team needs to
deploy.
get out of there. Will fall back but loses 2 members. May get wiped out if one of the models is too low on health. Will make it back to base, however.
The squad of
Rear echelon
pioneers
but
has
VAR are
arrived.
pulling out.
Enemy is gaining a foothold. We are down to 300 pop. The enemy
We
has
do lose the
destroyed
pack gun.
an
That's going to be very bad for our
anti-tank
Axis. However, Stuggy has been brought onto the field. And instantly wipes the engineers due to how bunched they were. The Stuggy will, however, set back him significantly. He's going to deal with things like M10 soon.
We may now call
Which will
in
hard
one
counter
of
the Stuggy.
assault guns, Commander.
Even Stuart can cause some damage on the Stuggy.
Light artillery barrage at your command.
You guys, listen to me if you want to live!
Stuggy will miss its first shot on Stuart. We'll begin moving up.
Hands are firing on us!
Once again, Stuggy misses. Not exactly accurate on the move.
Engaged by enemy panzer.
Stuart is now backing away.
Territory secure.
Not going to be long until we have Colin armored. Just a little over halfway there to 8 CPs. Pack gun has been recruited by the Pioneers. MG42 has set up in the center, a little bit vulnerable though. He's set up in the red cover. Nor negative, if cover. Captain is coming out with a bunch of rifles. Okay, we'll miss his first shot due to defense. Pioneers going to counter assault engineers, a fresh squad. Okay, we'll begin blasting the infantry. Infantry are heavily bunched up in this area. Mortar team killed something. I think it was a rear echelon squad. We are down in one rear echelon squad. They did not drop their VAR, however. Grenadiers could get wiped on retreat here, though. Not meant to be, however, as they run behind the house. Stuggy continue to pick away at infantry. M10 is on the field, though. He's going in pretty deep, but he can risk... VonIvan can lose this. He does have quite a bit of fuel built up. I can also crush the Bren's with. Stuggy may get lucky. No, we do lose to Stuggy. We're probably going to lose the M10, though. Pack does set up. M10 crashes into the bunker and then explodes. Alright, this is really bad for Kim. He just lost his major fuel investment. Of course, he did cause some infantry loss. It is for VonIvan, but he's still fighting at a disadvantage. VonIvan has the majority of the map throughout the entire game. Plus 32 fuel at the moment, and he's 253 fuel. Currently, the only thing holding back from fueling more tanks is manpower. Not sure what the mortar is trying to do. He's trying to cap, most likely. He needs to begin pushing out. Our Stewart is coming out again. Can land a good shot on these Grenadiers. Grenadiers are bunching up. I'm not sure why he's actually charging in this, taking more damage than he should. But our mortar lands a really good hit. Very short range shot and takes out the entire engineer squad. These combat engineers for the US are not having a fun time. Seem to be getting wiped up by whatever seems to be explosive.
The Sturmgeschütz is ready for use.
Another Stuggy has been deployed. I'm not sure that's really the best plan. I guess he just needs some sort of armor to hold the time, but he's going to be dealing with probably more M10s. Pioneer's going to be forced off by the Stewart. That gun is ready and waiting. Stewart should probably begin backing up now. The pack will not get the Stewart. Stuggy's trying to chase. Grenade did go off on the riflemen's. Could possibly see a Grenadier wipe. Arc going around the fence. They're not going to focus on the squad, however. They're moving toward the VP. Stewart will stun the Stuggy and get out of there. Pack is in a very bad position once again. Probably going to get decrewed. Unless the mortar lands a really good hit. Stuggy is rotating around. It's not facing the right way. Bazookas will be firing on it. A really good hit from the mortar. Mortar's now at 3. Bazooka does ping off the armor. Pack gun has been decrewed. Captain's going to continue moving out. Stuggy misses its shot. It's going to need to continue to pull back. And actually managed to get crit hits on both shots. Probably could lose this to the captain. He needs one more shot, or he could just rush the M10 up to it. M10 is rushing in. Not sure if it's the best idea, but he will take up the Stuggy in one shot.
Forces are securing our territory.
M10 beginning to crush crew members of the pack gun. We'll take out the M10 here. And that's another loss. Really not sure what Kim can do at this point.
Has broken our supply lines. The enemy is taking
the American infantry is moving up. Interestingly enough, no BARs on the riflemen. Grenade going up, could lose the Vet 3 mortar team. They're still packing up. They lose them on retreat.
Driven a wedge in our lines.
LMG Grens engaging rifles here. Grenadiers forced to pull back.
You guys, listen to me. If we double your efforts, we are down to 200 points.
Smoke going off to protect the rifles from incoming attacks, such as the MG42. We'll be able to stall a bit longer with these rifles. VonIvan doesn't really have much munitions though. He's been throwing grenades everywhere. Mortar will be incoming. Rifle should probably pull back. Grenade going off. Does get dodged, however. Rifle is being forced to pull back. Not... No, wait, that's a brand new M10. We still have our 2 M10s on the field. It's going to be really bad for our Axis. Unless he gets a double pack up or something, simply because the M10s will start using their tracks to kill infantry. They're really good at crushing infantry, like in the first game. Captain has been suppressed. M10 is moving up to try and crush the Grenadiers. Grenadiers immediately fall back. More M10 crush action, forcing all these squads off. Really gonna need double packs to try and deal with these tanks quickly before they can get in the crush range.
Taking mortar fire!
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
MG42 being forced to pull back from rear echelon. They are vet 2, giving that extra man.
The territory is out of contact.
Okay, we're really taking down for our Axis. 146 versus 478. Mortar team is under fire. Grins are moving up to respond.
Our lines of supply are disrupted.
Mortar will fire round at short range. Relatively accurate, especially at vet 2. Rear echelon could get wiped here, but they will make it back to base. Grenadiers ripping into the captain's squad. We need the pack gun up here though. We have our first full squad wipe from that rotation.
We are losing
Pack does land another hit in, however more rifles are here. Pioneer's going to be forced to pull back. Another pack gun has been requisitioned.
The sector has been cut off.
Kim doing whatever he can to hold the line. Howard to Stewart and M10s are coming in. Could see another crush here. And somehow it phases through the pack gun. I never understand the mechanics of vehicle phasing. And we do lose our Vet 3 mortar team. MG could get wiped here. Grenade going off on the MG42. Is forced to run through rifles now. Probably get wiped on retreat. And as it goes through deep snow, that is an MG42 down.
Has killed a machine gun crew.
Pretty sure at this point, there's nothing really Kim can do. There's barely any fuel to get anything out. M10s are going to run rampant throughout his forces. And even with the double pack gun, he's pretty much outgunned in most situations. You can't have them everywhere to defend against this M10 crush, and there's still that Stewart on the field. Stewart has hit Vet 2 as well, getting that extra firepower. She's quite a bit faster when it does reach Vet 2, and can also spot fire at Vet 1. I still don't think the range is as long as a scout card, but you can use Stewart or Vet 1 to scout out forward positions a bit easier than you normally would with other vehicles. Right. Grenadiers are moving up to the north to try and deal with rifles who are on the VP.
We have 100 points remaining.
Grenadiers do have their upgrades and are getting vet. Makes them extremely dangerous. Alright, the M10 is here. Could be even worse in the winter since you won't see it until it's right on top of you. Pack guns are in the area, however.
Gun is ready for orders.
Pack gun does miss its first shot. Second shot does land. Captain squad is moving up. We do have a flank by the rear echelon. They do have double BARs. Captain could get wiped on retreat. Pack guns have our reposition. And more rifles have come down in the south. MG42 here is how we're going to suppress that rifle squad. We actually don't have munitions enough for Faust to defend in case the M10s do charge on lower health.
Our lines of supply are disrupted.
M10 is coming up. Grenadier's going to pull back. Pack guns will begin to open fire. Probably going to lose this, but VonIvan can afford these losses. He now even has a dozer on the field.
opponents are seizing a sector.
That gun's trying to fall back.
Winter comes the same time every year, and still you manage to lose men.
It's a very cold winter this year. Can't blame them for losing men. Anyways, I don't really think there's much Kim can do at this point. He's going to be triple capped once again. He's down to 54 VPs, and he can't really afford anything to try and count mobile response to counter all this armor. And now he has to deal with a dozer. And we already seen in the last cast that there was pretty much a dozer spam, and of course they're not the most accurate thing, but they will occasionally get squad wipes when they feel like it.
Move them to cover immediately.
We're actually going to hold this area. Dozer's probably going to come up. These Brens are going to clump up heavily. Actually, does not land a turret set, only causes health damage. However, that's a really good shot from the Dozer. Probably could even see the Svet 3 squad wiped out by the rear echelon BAR. Pack guns are here, triple pack gun. Pack wall is here. A bit late though.
Not let them defeat us.
The mortar team is under attack by the rear echelon with the BAR. One guy's not firing simply because it's a mine super. Sadly, he cannot club people over the head with it. Pack gun's trying to even get into the circle. I guess the Grenadier crew could try to clear out the rear echelon.
We are losing.
The crew who on the weapons do keep their original weapons. So if you have oversold that an MG42 for whatever reason, they would be using Ober rifles. However, the infantry's coming up, and this is going to be it for Kim. So good game to VonIvan, and better luck next time to Kim. And this is Mirage Flaw, signing off.